We're good to go, man.
Well, shit, go ahead then, Will. Do your damn thing.
Hey, man. My name is Will, and this is the Cutting Up Podcast. I'm joined by...
Big B.
You was looking like you was waiting for your cue.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing today, you know.
Hey, we here. Thank y'all for joining us, man. If y'all watching, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate that. We also on IG. Send us messages, man. We're relatable. We talk to people. Don't say nothing crazy, though, because it'll be B responding. But
what that mean? I like to talk crazy.
Yeah,
I know. I embrace the crazy. Talk shit to me.
We're trying a new little setup, as y'all can see, for the people that's been here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna hit buttons.
Right. Nah, don't touch it yet. Don't touch it yet. That's gonna be something new.
I'm gonna start fucking up shit.
Yeah. Don't touch it yet. But how was your week, man? You ain't ready for that question, are you?
Hell no. Yeah, my week ain't over. Cause you always gotta ask me that. Let me get high first.
Oh, my bad.
Let me relax. I had a long day too. I had a hell of a week because I'm making moves.
I feel you.
And so I just
moves is always good.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a little hectic.
I'm teaching my daughter to drive this week. I hear some of those just mess up.
Yeah, they do, brother. I was trying to blame it on me.
That's what my wife be saying. Some of them just mess up, man. But anyway, I'm teaching my daughter to drive this week, man. It's going stressful.
You got a couple grades.
Yeah. It's going stressful.
You know anything at all?
No.
So
we started this week.
She literally
nothing.
No name.
I didn't even know if she was tall enough to reach the pedals, man. I figured that out all this week. She's good with gas and driving, but when it comes to parking, reversing, judging turns, like everything you need to drive.
Yeah. She don't have that down.
We screwed. I'm gonna have some good insurance and a safe vehicle, man.
So maybe you should not do it. Maybe you should let someone else take over.
Nah, see, because we agreed me do it because my wife gonna yell at her. She gonna curse her out.
Oh, you
and I don't want her driving like her mama. Yeah, I don't want them problems. No. She knows. She knows. We only need one of those drivers. We don't need no more of those. Nah, not yet. She getting frustrated. And my daughter has this thing, right? She has this thing to where when she gets frustrated or overwhelmed, she like pauses and like covers her face and like just
does. She can't do that.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my God.
And that's the one time I had to be like,
I know you're like, no, don't do that.
I said, hey, I don't care what you're doing. What we're not gonna do is that.
Yeah.
Like, especially when we start driving, don't play with me.
Please don't do that.
But other than that, you know what I'm saying? My week's been good.
Yeah, that's enough.
Other than that, man.
That's enough. Your job don't stress you out?
Nah, man, my job. To be honest, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, man. I'm telling you, this job is probably the best job I've ever had. It's easy. I don't mind going to work.
All you gotta do is talk, Cutting Up Podcast. See what I'm saying?
Facts. But my main job, when I go to work, man, it's super easy. I'm not gonna tell you where I work at, but
no, don't do that.
It's easy. This job is fun. I don't even consider this work what we doing. I don't. Now, don't get it twisted. There's work involved in it, but it's easy. Like when we first started, matter of fact, when we first started this, that was work, I feel like. Because we didn't know what the hell we was doing. It was stressful.
But then you got a hell of a job.
We didn't like the product we was getting.
Did the motherfuckers, do they complain on your job?
What you mean?
Like, do they like
about what I'm doing?
No. I'm talking about people you work with.
The old heads.
Man, that's crazy.
See, at my job, I'm the baby. Like, my job it's really for, to be honest, that's what they told me when I got hired. The only reason I got hired is too many people got hurt, and they was old. And they was like, hey, look, we need some young people in here. My job is really for, like, retired motherfuckers, like 45 and up type deal. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of them, I don't know what the fuck they mad about, but a lot of them complain. The young people at my job, like me, the younger crowd, we don't complain.
Bro, I just hit some bullshit weed, cuz.
Damn. I don't know what that feels like.
I gotta start over, man. I'm pissed. I was like, that's why I was stuck. Like, this motherfucker, I just rolled with some bullshit.
So how is that? Is it like, can we talk about that? Is
that's
it like
stressful?
Okay. What I want to no. What I'm saying is it like
doo-doo, man? I don't
is it like you get what you pay for, or is it hit or miss?
Hell no, bro. You supposed to get what you pay for every time.
It's not hit or miss. Like
this one was bullshit. I know it was.
I just
tried it. Oh no, hell no, hell no.
Look at this boy.
Hell no, it was some shit I got from a youngin', man.
Hey, speaking of paraphernalia, whatever you want to call it. I got a question for you. It's one of your type questions
I
that
don't
you
know
be
if I want all
asking.
this discussion on. We're going to possibly
Who
edit this 'cause
knows?
He hot boy Johnny.
Who knows?
You
Well,
can't incriminate me, man.
You doing it on? You in 4K, B? But
No, I smoke, but you incriminate me on some other shit that sound like.
oh no, that's
No
not what.
questions.
No,
Oh.
this is one of your type of questions because you do these things and then ask questions like this. You call them high questions. I can't call them
I
that.
try to get deep sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question, man. And we're gonna start off silly, then we're gonna get to more serious topics. If it's and I want everybody to answer this in the room, right? If it's a group of people, right?
Letting the people know we got an audience already.
We always got people here, just in case they try to run up. But anyway, it's a group of people that meet, right? And they love to hate on people.
Oh man, that's the worst kind.
Right. Is it a love group or a hate group?
That's a hate group, cuz.
It's a hate group, you sure?
Absolutely.
They love to do it.
That's why it's a hate group.
All right. You say
Anytime
so.
you love to
To hate?
be negative towards, to hate on another,
I don't know, man. That's
Come on,
debatable.
man.
Y'all let us know in the comments. Is that a
That's a
love or a
hate
hate group?
might as well
I don't know.
put a hoodie on.
You getting together to do something you love, man.
you try not. So that's one of those questions I would have asked, but no, that's definitely a hate group. I probably would have looked at it differently if I been high, but since I just hit some bullshit.
We'll wait. I'll ask again in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, but no, I think that's a hate group, cuz.
Yeah.
No, that ain't a hate group.
Whatever group it is, it ain't gonna last long.
Facts. I'm not a big fan of groups though, period, to be honest with you. I don't like any groups or associations, and I'm saying
I like
this.
that too, man. I thought I was like,
I don't
I'm
like
rare.
it. I don't like
I
it.
thought that was rare. So I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
somebody,
rare,
I was in
yeah.
the Navy too. I don't like
you
it.
being funny. I was about to say you was in the military.
Yeah, I don't
No,
like
I'm
it.
saying I don't like fraternities and I don't like that type. I don't do
Right.
Like I remember when I had the bike and they kept trying to encourage me to join.
To join the
Nah, I'm cool.
I don't like that because then it's like a hierarchy. They want you to follow rules and do things.
I think
or
that's why I
pay
don't
them.
like groups. Like I don't like that whole you better than me attitude or higher up. And I don't like that military mind frame.
I think groups are good for people that need them though. Like there's
No,
certain
if you
groups that
need
are
it,
dope.
that's what's up. I just feel
I
like
just
I
don't like
can
it.
stand alone.
Yeah.
Like I can be by myself, not trying to.
Yeah.
I could just be by myself.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, but having to worry about what others.
Speaking of other people, did you see? You know who Mojo Brooks is?
Who?
Mojo Brooks, comedian.
No.
Mojo Brooks is a comedian, big nose, light skinned guy.
Damn, that's how you gonna do it.
I mean, that's what he's known for. Big nose, light skinned guy. He came from the Coliseum a few times. He's on Facebook most of the time. That's how he blew up. Mojo Brooks, light skinned
I'm not on
comedian.
Facebook.
It don't matter. He's a comedian, so he's going to Buffalo. His next show is in Buffalo, New York.
What you doing? Promo for other motherfuckers?
Not really. This is a
Okay,
topic.
sound like it.
He's going to Buffalo. By the time they see this, he would have been gone. But he's going to Buffalo. The topic is one of the guys, he gets a message, and he posted this. One of the guys said, hey, I found what hotel you staying in the Buff. I guess they call it the Buff. I don't know. Y'all correct me if y'all, whatever.
But that's what he said. So go ahead.
Right. He said, you staying in the Buff, but you ain't check
I don't
in.
like how that sounds.
Right. Right. You ain't check in with us to stay here. So you can either move hotels off this street or off this some block he was talking about, or you can just cancel that little venue pretty much.
That little venue.
Yeah. So my question, like, when did it go to comedians? I've talked to you before about what happened with rappers. I think it's crazy that we do this to artists, to our artists. We don't do it to no other artists.
It's the culture, B.
Okay, cool. When did we start doing this to comedians?
They're not part of the culture?
He there to make
don't
you
know,
laugh,
I
man.
don't know, man. So, I don't know, man. That's a little.
Do you agree with that?
The check-in?
Yeah. Just from a general
I don't
standpoint.
agree with it in the standpoint that I'm coming to town and I'm going to pay you.
No. I wasn't saying that.
Do I agree with like shouting
Getting
out to
blessing?
somebody,
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about like let somebody know I'm coming to town. and
Yeah.
Having a guide, so to speak. or
Right.
whatever. Yeah, I don't have no problem with that. That's safety measure. You take
But
a
I'm
safety
saying
measure.
if it's somebody you
gotta
don't know,
where you going. Well,
I can see contacting somebody like
I want to contact somebody I don't know. That don't make
that's what I feel like the checking in. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the checking in is you check in with whoever's big in that city, not who you know.
But usually, I mean, how in order for them to get in contact with you usually is because whoever
you
you're
know,
in town with, promoter wise or whatever, they're
connected.
in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or
okay.
something of that nature. Like there's a middleman somewhere. They just, well, I can't say that they just don't run up on you, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? There's usually the promoters, whoever that you're lined up for, whether it's a show, the meet and greets or whatever, they're gonna be like, hey, yo, so and so is probably gonna be here, and they want to holler at you.
Oh, I got you.
Or something like that.
So there
Or
is
they
some
wanna
type
meet
of
you. You might not even know that is what it's about to do until you meet them. You see what I'm saying?
Now you already there.
Then you're there. It's like I gotta do what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, yeah, if you want to continue this this visit, you gotta, you know what I mean?
That's crazy as hell to me.
What would you do?
If I was in a situation where I'm there and they say that,
Yeah, would you go ahead and let them extort you?
well, wait. They ask for money or is it respect?
I mean, that's basically what they doing when they say check in.
Oh,
so
really?
You're gonna check in. Yeah, you're gonna let them know you're there,
Uh-huh.
and then more than likely they're gonna.
They want money.
Well, let's just do this
Okay.
because I'm thinking we speaking in code on what's going on with Big U. 'Cause that's what Big U is known for, the check in. That's what
Okay.
was asking.
I didn't know that.
All right, well, let's just give it that scenario. What he did was he would have you come in, check in with him, and still set you up to get robbed and get your shit back. See how you get paid double play? Some of them do it like that or extort you, like pay me so you don't get robbed type shit.
That's crazy as hell.
That's why I said, would you do it?
If hell nah, I'm strictly against it, and it's for me it's principle. It ain't even nothing to do with me getting robbed.
Now, keep in mind, it's
It's
a lot
pissing
easier
me
to
off
say
that it
no
happened.
than it is to.
Well, if I'm in a situation to get robbed, usually the robber doesn't allow you to say no. Like usually it's not a negotiation at that point.
Yeah, so no, I mean the check-in thing. I mean, I just depends on how you roll and who you rolling with, on how you should, if you should check in or not. How you look at it.
I think that's the
check
dumbest
in
shit in the world.
on some. Yo, I'm here. Let's hang out. Yeah, check in on some more. Is it okay if I move around? I'm not moving like that.
I don't like
agree
either.
with
I
that.
don't
I
like
don't
either
like none
one.
of that.
Unless
But
it's
I'm
all
saying
love.
Some of it can be mixed.
Unless it's all
Some of
love,
it can be
like,
misinterpreted.
and general respect. If it's just general respect and love, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's what my
Okay.
thing is. Like, anytime you go out of town, don't you? If you know somebody in that area, don't you usually call them?
That's why exactly.
And then if you're like, I think if you know you're going, like, say if we doing a fellas trip and we going to party and stuff, we want to know what's going on.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't like the whole, hey, you got to pay me
Yeah, no, I'm not with none of
to
that.
work in this city.
That don't
What?
even make sense.
They called me.
But but the shit can happen now that they can run up on you and you don't even
There's
know
nothing you
that
can
they
do
just
about
doing
that.
shit.
Yeah.
And you just,
Yeah.
That's why I said, what would you do?
Yeah, in that situation, I got to give up the money. There's nothing I can do. Or give them whatever they want within reason. Within reason.
Check in.
It's crazy. Speaking of robbery.
You get check in and you the one, and then you checked in, did what you supposed to do, and still get robbed. What's the sense of that?
Speaking of robbery, have y'all seen that Bianca, I think it's her name, Kanye West's current wife? They're saying she may get 50%
Why?
of everything he's got, I guess, because she ain't got no money. They getting
Oh,
divorced.
they getting a divorce.
Yeah, they're getting divorced. My bad. They're getting a
You
divorce.
didn't do a prenup?
I'm assuming not. I don't know. But they're saying, this is the rumor. This isn't, nothing on court document has happened yet. But they're saying it's looking like she could end up with 50% of his stuff,
I mean, that's just stupid.
of his value,
I don't
whatever,
look, bro.
which is nuts.
I ain't even want to talk about you like this. Cause man, I'm a little frustrated because sometimes I be trying to understand like where he come from. It's like he be saying shit sometimes like he could be right and he still come off wrong,
And he go left.
or like he still go left.
He has a right
It's like
intention, makes a
like
left.
low key, almost like Trump. You don't understand
Yeah.
what the fuck he doing.
Yeah.
Or what's your
Yeah.
purpose?
Yeah.
And then if it is like you sick or whatever, this mental shit, like let's not play with it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't like the whole. I don't like what he doing, man, at all. Like,
Yeah, I think I'm the
shit
same
crazy.
way. I'm the same way with you. I think he has right intentions
so
and then
if
he
he
make a
lose
left.
money, I don't
We're
feel
all
sorry
in
for
trouble.
him because he just been doing wild ass shit.
No,
So
we're
we
fucked.
all in trouble.
We all in trouble. You want to know why? If she take 50% of his shit, do you understand the Kanye West videos we gonna have to endure? We are fucked. He's already acting out. We are screwed if she take 50%.
50%.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell
that's
you what I do think is gonna happen to
outrageous to
Kanye
me.
if this continues.
With no kids, 50% is what's her name? Ain't get that.
Oh,
Kim, you know what I'm saying? So that's outrageous if she gets 50 to me. I don't
Kim will
believe
probably
that.
stop that from happening.
Yeah, Kim,
To be
Kim
honest
might
with
save
you.
him.
Kim will probably be like, hold up, you're not getting that
Kim
money.
might. No,
I help her
let me
make
stop.
that money. That's my money.
Yeah, let me
She
stop.
think that's
Let
her
me
money.
stop.
Yo, I do think he's gonna have the same shit happen to him that we've seen with recently with Wendy and Brittany. What they call that?
Yeah.
Conveyor shit.
Wow.
What is it? Not conveyor shit.
You talking about the disease or you talking about the money?
No.
Oh.
What disease they got that?
I thought something was wrong with what's her name.
Well, they mentally. I mean, I guess there might be something wrong, but
Right,
that's
right.
what I'm saying. So they're saying that they're not mentally fit.
I get
is
what you're
that word?
saying. I don't know
Bugging.
what it's called, but I know what you're saying. Where somebody else takes over their shit and they don't. Yeah.
That might be what they claim, but it's a C word. I don't forgot the damn word. But yeah, where they take over and they're gonna handle his money and just take over his life. Like that's that shit that I think is gonna
That's
happen
scary,
to him
man.
because
That's scary.
it's looking like he's going down that path. That's why I think they be trying to commit him so that they could do that.
They can do stuff like that. But he ain't helping if that's the case.
No, that's my point. Like that's why I want to understand why he doing this.
Did he you saw the Black Hood, right?
Yeah, like that.
Did
was
he
just-
explain that?
Was there what? How can you explain that?
I don't know, bro.
He
I just thought-
explained it. I can't wear this outside because they'll turn me in. They'll put me in the hospital. That's the explanation. All you need. Right
That's
there.
not enough.
No, that's all I need. I don't need to understand no more. We know what's wrong now.
I want to know what's wrong, man. If there's a logical
I
explanation.
mean, if that's his way of trying to make a mockery of the KKK,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was
bruh,
there a
come on,
meaning
bruh.
to it?
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of you was trying to do, or you trying to look like a. You damn sure won't looking like no wizard, the Grand Wizard or whatever the fuck.
Kanye's so talented, man. He was one of my favorite, man. He still is technically because the music, the talent is still there. I think.
So you still listen to the music?
Just, yeah, he made some.
I haven't listened. I haven't heard anything lately.
No, not new stuff. No, I haven't listened to
that's what I'm
anything. No, that's
new
what I'm
shit
saying.
out.
Like he does.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't know that. That I
He
didn't
got
know.
new shit out.
I did not know that. But I just know he's made some classic work. And I wish I'm gonna listen to the new shit because it's
And
still
that's the Kanye that we all like.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't know, man. I don't even want to see him try to do no music, and I just want to see him get some help for real.
Yeah.
Because I don't like I don't like all that.
Yeah.
I don't like all that, man. It's just
Me neither. Not a fan.
some bullshit.
We agree on that.
Yo, what's
ahead,
going
go
on
ahead.
with Stephen A. and this LeBron thing? That shit still going on? That shit
Yes, it
like
is.
that. It is?
Yeah, it's still
Damn,
going
now,
on.
okay, so now I'm starting to think.
Technically, people are. What Cam Newton said was this is almost like Drake and Kendrick, but for
No.
listen, hear me out. I agree with him.
Of course you do.
But for the industry, the sports industry, only because
These are the two
he
top.
said correct. These are the two top
I just think
voices.
people go too far
And
with
people
their
are picking
comparisons.
sides. He's saying people almost like that rap beat was certain artists were picking certain sides.
Well, if that's the case,
That's
then
what he's
Stephen A.
saying.
gonna lose.
That's another thing he said. He said Stephen A is at a disadvantage because no matter how we go with this, LeBron is too big. But he also said that he said what I said. Stephen A is the only person in sports who could have got this reaction out of LeBron.
He's the.
Correct.
Why do people act like that's not? Yeah, what's wrong with that though?
No. There's
That's
nothing wrong
supposed
with
to
it.
be.
That's what he's saying. These are the two biggest voices in
So
sports.
let me ask you this, because while this was going on, did you have a problem with LeBron going on the McAfee show?
No.
And
I thought it
doing
was
what he
weird.
did?
I never knew him to do that, but I didn't have a
That's
problem.
why everybody made a fuss about it, talking about he could have went to somebody like the Cutting Up podcast or something and blew our shit up.
Oh, that's what they say.
How you feel about that?
No,
See, I'm not like that either.
McAfee is
I get
second.
why he did it.
Yeah.
So you know why he did it, right?
Yeah, I know why he did it.
So the fact that Cats is LeBron,
No. And it's a low-key disrespectful. I'm going to go on your network.
that's what I'm saying. It was.
Okay,
I'm going on your network
Right.
on the #1 show
correct.
because I'm the #1. And
Well,
I'm
technically, First Take is still number one, but he couldn't go to that one.
well, he wouldn't go to that one. He's
Correct.
not going to help him
So
out.
he went to the next one,
To
which
make him
is
number
his
one,
rival.
give him more ratings.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, so I get why he did. I don't have a problem with that part. Once you start getting petty, I can't judge what you're doing. We all being
ain't nothing
petty
wrong
now.
with being petty, man. Ain't nothing wrong with
It
being
depends. I think there's certain ways to be petty and there's certain ways you shouldn't be petty. That's just my opinion, though.
Oh, of course, there's
I
always
can't
ways you
judge
should
your
handle
pettiness.
things.
Yeah, I can't
But
judge
I'm
your
not
pettiness.
talking about be a bitch about it.
No, that's not what I mean either. That's not what
I'm
I
talking
mean.
about, but shit. Ain't no wrong with being petty, bro.
And we all thought LeBron was above this. Well, most of us did. Thought he was above this.
I
Not
told
you?
y'all at the top of the year. No, hell no. Listen, I asked y'all, I told y'all, and I asked y'all, I said, what do y'all think he going to do now that his son is playing in the NBA? I said, because up to now, we've seen LeBron pretty much conduct himself
Like a model
on
citizen.
the court
Yeah.
with a lot of restraint.
Right.
But we don't know no dad that can keep their restraint with their dad on the court. I mean, with their
When they son. Yeah.
when it involves their children.
Yeah.
And so with him being on the court, we know what goes on the court.
Yeah.
You're going to get pushed to the ground. You're going to get, bullied around. And you're a rookie.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what LeBron was going to do or how he was going to react. So I'm not surprised, mad, or think he's wrong for reacting in the way he is. And he's not reacting about you talking about how he playing this and that. So he's not doing that. He's reacting because you're trying to get personal when you talk about me and him.
Let me ask you this.
I have a problem. I can address that.
Would you have an issue or lose respect or anything? Would you feel any kind of way for either one of them if
Either
they
one of who?
talked to Stephen A. and LeBron? If they talked it out and became cool, and let's say they did a public apology to each other, not even apology. Let's not go as far as an apology. As a like they.
I won't have a
reconcile.
problem with it, but I'm going to tell you this. If that happens in the manner, because I do see that happening,
Eventually, yeah.
what did I tell you I think they was going to do?
Team up. Yeah. Eventually, I think it'll happen as well. Especially when LeBron's done playing. I think eventually they'll do some type of funny
That's what I'm
shit
looking at it
together
Or just have a show together.
That's what I mean. Make fun of this situation.
They'll
at
be
some
the new Shea and Ocho.
Because remember, Shaq and what's his name used to go. It's not the same, but Shaq and Charles Barkley used to go at it, media and on the court,
then they
and look at them now.
Yeah. So I mean, I won't be surprised at all. But I can't say I'm against the Stephen A. I'm not agreeing with him at all.
Okay.
Not the reasoning behind what he did.
None of that.
I don't like the fact that he did it. Nah, I never. Stephen A. bothers me now, man, with the way he all loud about certain issues. I think he feels himself too much. Not even trying to knock his accolades and nothing, because I think he deserves all of it. But
Right.
it's just, you get to a point, like even with this big contract, why now you want to play with LeBron? See, to me, it just feels like you're feeling yourself too much.
Right.
You got
so
100
much
million.
power.
That's a
in
lot of money,
ESPN.
and you got power.
Yeah.
You number one, you the man, right?
Right.
So you are feeling yourself too much. And so where you just,
You feel like you can do whatever.
that's what I think. And then what I don't like about it is you'll cross the line, jump back, and then play the victim role.
Throw a rock
Or
and
play-
hide your hand.
Yeah, or play this little like.
I think he does that too.
Bro. I'm not feeling.
I'm not on one side or the other, but I think he does that.
I'm not feeling that. And like you was already beefing with KD like crazy, like going back and forth with KD
Yeah,
for
but
years.
yeah.
And I mean,
KD ain't
But that's
LeBron.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you
But
mean.
still, you already doing that. And I said this. Now that you're going at LeBron, see, KD was different. KD don't have the impact in the game like
LeBron does. Yeah.
Now you're going at LeBron.
Yeah.
You always talking big shit, right? He likes to sneak that shit in there when he's talking, when he's explaining shit about how, especially when he talks about KD and other players, about how he knows their bosses. Man, them bosses don't care about you
At all.
if them players ain't fucking with you.
At all.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
my money right there.
Yeah, like you don't have no ends no
That's my
more
money.
if the players ain't fucking with you.
And when we talking money too, even if I jump ship, you can't pay me what LeBron pays.
And whatever relationships you have, I mean, I can't say what they are. You may have some good relationships with these owners.
I believe he does.
And you can still get in. But what I'm saying is you still going to be isolated. Though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? From the players somehow. I want to play with that.
And at the
LeBron
end of
shit.
the day, LeBron's his own brand. You're being used for what you can provide.
You're being used for Disney. Bullshit. Yeah.
And once that's not valuable anymore.
And I'm like, you don't see that? And so you trying your best to make I get it. You trying your best to get the opportunity out of it and make it best for you so it don't look crazy. But that's what it's looking like. You shucking and jiving to me.
Speaking of people in the media beefing, then did you see this reporter get punched? Well, not reporter, vlogger,
Yeah.
vlogger, social media personality.
I know you never think somebody should get punched or whatever, hurt or whatever, right? But
Did you see what they was?
I heard
Okay.
what they was talking about. I watched it. I even watched the aftermath.
The girl who punched her said that ain't even the whole thing. She said she was more disrespectful. She edited it.
I believe they did. But they tried to show it and even if they did it, so what? The girl was being sarcastic with her.
Yeah, that's what
And
she
you
does.
saw how this girl was going with her aggression.
Mannerisms.
Yeah, like
yeah.
you saw how she was being aggressive in her explanation and all that, right? And in her opinion. And you was pushing it.
Everybody don't see them signs, but that's what she does.
She saw the signs.
No, I
You can't
agree.
say you ain't seen the
I
signs
agree.
if you knew to push the buttons.
No, she did. I agree. I'm just saying it's general. But this is what she does. She was looking for that. She saw those signs and wanted to keep pushing because that's how she gets ratings. That's why
I
she's
also
on this.
think when she started the interview, she wasn't expecting the answer that she got. I think she thought that because she was out there to say, "Ain't we against
abortion.
You know, you just assume that everybody's against the abortion laws and everything.
No,
that they put in
I'm
place.
telling you, I went back and watched the people who did. The main video she posts is the people that disagree with her. The people that agree with her, she does not put on her channel.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
She's looking for, like, it's another video. One of her bigger videos is this older woman. She's going at it with about the same topic, and this woman's like she's trying to have a conversation. She's not being aggressive, but then she's like, she ends up walking off like, "F you,"
I'm
like
having
you,
a dumb- like, we
yeah,
just
like
going in
you're an
circles.
idiot. F you, you're just an asshole. And that's what you get. What I'm saying? That's what she's
I was
looking
actually
for.
surprised that the lady was saying that she was for it. Like that kind of. I wasn't expecting.
Oh
that
yeah.
response
She's one of
anyway.
them. She's doing like a whole press run. She's been on Fox News. She's been everywhere. She's milking this. But this
Oh,
is
you
what she
got to.
does.
You got-
yeah. But
This your moment. It's just too bad that you had to be behind a two-piece with it.
but
She
and-
two-pieced her though.
at the end of the day, from my perspective,
And you heard
the
it.
girl was wrong.
What
Just
you mean?
because y'all disagree,
What
don't
girl
mean
was
you can.
wrong?
The girl who swung on her.
You always gonna say that they wrong.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we
you
ain't had to
just
talk
because
about
you
it.
disagree don't mean you got to swing on somebody. Even though
She was pushing
honestly,
her buttons,
they
though.
both wrong because she knew what she was doing.
She shoulda con- yeah.
She fucked around and found out.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Sometimes you gotta.
Pop out and show niggas. yeah. So it is what it is, man.
Man, I don't have no sympathy for that shit.
I don't either.
When you
for either
asking
one.
questions like that and knowing that you're gonna hit a button, you gotta expect a reaction like that. So I don't
Facts.
feel sorry for you.
Facts.
Right or wrong.
Facts.
Shit, you wrong for getting into their shit then.
Yeah. You shouldn't have kept asking. You see somebody disagree with you, cool. But you want to be smart, keep turning the mic back to you, saying little slick stuff, and think you
don't
can't
know
get
how
touched
people
because you
gonna
on
respond. You out
camera.
here in the world too. These motherfuckers
Okay.
got, you just stopped me too and took part of my day to argue with me. You could have just left me alone.
And then
You
she
asked
started
me my
dancing?
opinion, and then you gonna argue with me?
Yeah.
I'm slapping the shit out the mic too.
She started dancing. She started dancing in front of your husband. Like, come on now. Like,
Who was dancing?
the girl who hit her. You didn't watch the whole thing.
No, I didn't.
The husband followed. Was like, hey, she hit my wife. He trying to make a scene. She started dancing. She said, yeah, I did. I look at you. Look.
Oh,
She said, yeah. She said, yeah, I did. Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
You gotta leave people alone. People crazy. Hey, if you don't take nothing from the Cutting Up podcast, which you should be taking a lot, pause. Make sure you take that. People is crazy. Mind your business. Drink water. People were crazy, and if you think you can go around disrespecting people, they might touch you.
Look at your camera.
You right. They might touch you. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from me personally, but also I feel like I speak for both of us when you might get touched.
Man,
leave people alone.
man. Gotta leave people alone. Road rage and all. Leave them alone.
Leave it be. Now, unless you're willing to deal with whatever smoke comes, hey,
I
life is
ain't
all about
saying be
choices.
no sucker, but if you can avoid
Yeah.
the issues,
Life is all about choices. Just be willing, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Just be willing to stand on whatever choice you made. That's all I care about.
Man,
At the end of the
that's
day,
all it is.
stand on the choices you make and the consequences that may come with it. That's all.
that's all it is.
At the end of the
Look
day.
at them damn boy. That boy preaching today. Ain't
Hey,
he?
man. Hey, man.
Yeah, you own one.
Y'all gave me my own camera, too. It's a
Got the
wrap.
Own
All right, I'm going
camera,
back to everybody.
microphone, everything.
Everybody. My personal camera the whole time, like the whole feed, like YouTube, y'all over here. This is going on OnlyFans. I'm kidding. But kinda. Is there a drug that you would try that you haven't tried?
No.
Like, okay, the reason I say I know this was out of left field.
Yeah, that was-
Let me clean this up. Literally and figuratively. There was a thing I was watching, and these people asked this question, like drugs people have tried. They was like, hey, list drugs you've tried and give them a rating, which is crazy to me, the drugs that I saw on there. I thought some of these were like, even if you tried it, you wouldn't say it publicly, but it is what it is. Everybody needs reviews. I get it. But one of the main ones that people wanted to try, they've never tried, I don't know if we can say this on YouTube, was that Xavier
Okay.
was that one.
I said Xavier. Wow.
Yeah,
We're gonna call it Xavier.
Xavier. They wanted to try Xavier. I don't want to get nobody in
I
trouble.
don't know if we should call it Xavier.
Yeah, no,
Too
we're
many
fine.
pauses, but okay.
Yeah, because but
But go ahead.
we'll
go
see
ahead.
what happens.
Go ahead.
But
Why we can't say it though?
because promotion of
Say
things, that might be one of the. Can we say? I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna stick with Xavier just because it's funny, and I might have to say pause. But one of the main ones people was like was I heard if you do Xavier and then you get on and you have some type of activity with another opposite sex human being, that's one of the best experiences you can have in life. I heard that, so that's why I asked that question. That's where that came from. Is there
Don't that sound dangerous though?
extremely?
Yeah, that's why I want to try.
Extremely. So you wouldn't. But is there anything that you would try?
No,
Okay, cool.
not me. Can't do it.
And you ain't just saying that because we on camera in 4K.
Hell no.
Okay, cool.
Man, come on, man.
Tell them, not me. I know you.
Nope. I don't do Black and Miles. I don't do cigarettes.
You don't do Black and Miles?
No, bro.
That's weird.
I don't know why.
You know, never mind.
No, I don't.
Because what I want to say, it would reveal too much, and I know it would reveal too much about you
Okay.
if that's what.
I'm making this thing weird now.
Yeah, I am. I'm
Let's
making
just
it
go
weird.
ahead to the next.
No. Now we need to clean it up.
Yeah, we're gonna edit this. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool. People that smoke Black and Miles are very violent people.
Yeah, I'm not
They're
violent,
usually irrational.
I'm not violent. I just have truth. I have truth.
Right.
That's all. You ain't seen me.
That's what we call
When
it.
have I been violent?
I never said anything.
In all these years you've known me,
Hey, don't get violent with me. I never said.
you're not going to. That's my point. That's my point.
I've never. For the record, I've never seen be violent to anybody. Never in my life, and that's God's honest truth. I've never seen it.
The past is the past, man.
That's not what
We
I
all
ain't
were
saying
young
nothing.
once. I was young,
say
man. I
nothing.
used to be young.
I just
You know
it's
what I
to
mean?
me it's shocking that have you ever tried Black and Miles?
No, hell
That's
no.
crazy.
Never.
That's crazy.
I don't
Anyway,
like the smell on, so I want to.
that's whatever. That's the
don't like
best
women that
smelling smoke. Period.
Nah, weed is the best.
That shit stink.
It only stink when it's already burned out, and it's like it's like say you smoke in your car and you get back in your car.
See, nah. If they had a scent
When
or
it smells like weed, it smells good. When it smells like, like I don't know, burnt smoke or whatever.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. But when it's weed smell good, bro.
they need to come up with an air freshener for Black and Miles. It would sell like crazy in the hood. But I want it. I love the smell of Black and Miles. I just don't want to be around people that smoke them. If that makes sense.
Not at all.
Because they live violent lifestyles. So
Man, you gotta stop stereotyping.
I'm not stereotyping.
You
That's
said they
a
live
fact.
violent lifestyle.
If you out here watching and you smoke Black and Miles, tell me within the last 2 to 3 years how many people you've gotten into a fight with. I guarantee none of them will say zero. And by fight, I mean you hit them and they didn't swing back. That's also a fight.
Yeah, that's a fight.
Okay, cool.
That's violence.
Right.
I like violence.
You don't smoke Black and Miles. And you just said.
I said I'm not violent anymore. Is what I said.
So what do you mean you like violence?
I like violence, just not as much anymore. It's more like I like structured violence now. Let me say that, like boxing,
Like boxing?
MMA.
Okay.
I don't really like the street fight shit no more.
Okay. That's what
Ain't
okay,
nobody
that
doing
makes
that
sense.
no way. But
That makes sense.
you know how like when you watching the clips of fights and stuff, and you see
Yeah.
someone get knocked out or hit the ground pavement, all that bothers me now. Or when I see someone get
Yeah.
stomped out, it used to be entertaining. Ain't that something? That's how I know. That's
You
when
changed.
I knew, like, yeah, shit over.
Shit over.
Yeah, it's just I ain't. Yeah, no more.
So let me ask you this: Do you think this is, we can call this fair foul? If that could show up at the bottom, that would be dope. Fair foul. So this dude, he asked this girl out, whatever. They go on a few dates, cool. So one night she hits him up late, like maybe 10 o'clock. She's like, hey, let's go get drinks and something to eat type shit. So he like, bet I'm with the shits, you know what I'm saying? So they going, and he say to her, they start talking. He like, hey, what's up with what we doing after this? And she like, oh shit, I'm going home. And he takes her home because she ain't trying to fuck.
Okay.
Fair foul. Is he wrong? She wrong for calling him? Who's wrong? than that.
What's wrong? Why you bother me?
Okay.
I mean,
No, I'm just asking.
you said it was late, right?
Yeah, it was late when she hit him
Yeah,
up.
why
Like,
did you bother me and then we
10:30,
weren't
11
going to do
o'clock.
that? What you doing?
she asked
Other
to
than
go out
trying
for
to set
drinks
me
and
up.
food, though. What?
What'd you say? What the
No,
setup?
what did you say?
Yeah, you said drinks and food.
Yeah, you said other than try to set you up.
Because it was late.
What
That's
else
all
are
I'm
we
saying.
doing this late?
Yeah, what else? Yeah, what else could we be doing? We're not together.
Anyway, so you think it was foul of her to do
Well,
that?
why would it be foul of him?
Because she called
took
you
him
and
home.
said, "Hey, I want food and drink." No, they never went out for food and drinks.
Oh,
This isn't after the food and drink.
well, I heard
This
you
is
wrong.
yeah,
then.
my bad. I might have explained it wrong. She's on the way. They're on the way to get the food and drinks.
Okay.
And he like, "Hey, what we doing after this?" And she's like, "Oh, we going home. I'm not doing. You gonna take me home?" And he was like, "No, I'm taking you home now."
Well, he did right.
Oh, so he's still right.
Yeah, he's still right. He did right. I mean, what? He did right. Look, hey,
I thought you was gonna change your
don't
answer when you had me
I just
clarify.
wanted, I wanted you to clarify. I thought I heard it wrong.
But your answer wasn't gonna change.
Nah, it doesn't have to change. Not in that scenario neither. Because I'm looking at it like you called me late. To say, usually that's cold. Like you
It
just
is.
being, obviously.
She
you
might
don't
be
wanna
using him. That's the only thing I can think of. She may be using him, but I still think it's kind of. If you agree to drinks and food, go get the drinks and food, and then don't ever
But he
talk to
did
her
right
again.
though by asking what we doing after.
He did, but that's what I'm saying. Like she called you for drinks and food. She didn't call you for sex. So go enjoy the night and then never call her again. That's all I'm saying. That's what I would have did.
I guess it depends on what her vibe is for me to decide that.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because I'm thinking more like you just tried
If she
to play
stuck
me.
up,
I'm taking you back home.
yeah. If she stuck up with it, then yeah. Or if she only calls you when she want free food and drinks, yeah.
See, let me tell you something. When y'all ask questions or come up with these scenarios, I don't try to add to it.
Here you go.
I don't. I just try to go off of what you say.
Right.
Like you
right.
be trying to add in all these other scenarios. That's
No.
not what. That would alter my shit scenario too. Then I mean my answer too.
This is. I'm gonna tell you how.
So,
I'm gonna give you an example.
You
of how
y'all do that
ask.
to make it like to clean it up.
No.
or like to like give the best answer
Hey,
possible.
correct me if I'm wrong.
It's like you can't be right or wrong on
Nah.
the show, bro.
This is
just an opinion
this
for
is
the
B.
scenario.
This is B when he asks you a scenario type question. I'm you be whoever you want to be. You could be B, right? This is B. I'm gonna explain this to y'all. Hey, I got a question, y'all.
Don't do that though. You already established that you was me.
This is my B voice. Hey, I got a question. So, let's say you at home and your girl walk out without telling you where she at. Are you gonna slap her in the face? You be like,
man.
you be like, well, what else happened? Why are you asking all these goddamn questions? You gonna slap him in the face or not? I'd be like, B, I don't just go around slapping you.
Nah, bro, that's not
he
good.
being nice.
That was a funny one, though. That was a funny one, but that's not right, though.
You know that girl's supposed to tell you where the fuck she going.
Now, all that
Y'all
is true.
nice.
All that is true. That would say that. But that won't be the scenario, bro. Go ahead with that.
All right.
Go ahead with that.
Y'all asking all these questions like, well, did she got something going on? Is she going to her cancer treatment? I don't care about none of that. Why you? I don't.
Yo. I can't even stop. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You rolling.
Anyway,
That bitch a comedian tonight.
did you see? I told you not to give me my own camera.
That's
man.
what this motherfucker went off. He
But
said,
did,
"Would you slap the bitch?" Damn, just made me look like that.
But did you see that this woman, they caught her ass in 4K pretty much, coaching her kids to lie and say that they daddy hit her?
Oh man,
And one of the kids pretty much ended up blowing up the operation, ratting.
now would you slap her?
If I was the dad, that's crazy as hell to me, man. Like,
You don't think? I
to
mean,
get the
yeah.
kids in, to me, it's already
You
foul
know that's-
without the kids. But to get the
Are you
kids involved,
surprised? You can't
I
be
ain't-
surprised.
no. In the way you're asking, no, I'm not surprised. But it's still crazy to me to put your kids in something like that, bro. And against their own daddy. Kids don't be lying like that, man. Kids do not, unless they're the ones in trouble, kids do not be lying.
Oh.
No, not like that. When they're in trouble, yeah.
Right,
but
right.
when it's shit, yeah, they not. Kids will give you the truth. They will tell you the God's honest truth if need be. If there ain't no risk, ain't no skin in the game.
I mean, listen.
That's all I'm saying.
To me, that's like, damn, that's like a low ass. Like your character is just.
That's one of the words. I wouldn't trust you with nothing.
That's shitty. Like I don't even know how to. Yeah,
I wouldn't
don't know
trust
how
you
you
with
could
it.
ever think that you was the real one.
Hey, you trying to get a job here? Yeah. Ain't you the one that? Nah.
That's crazy. That's
Nah.
crazy.
You can't be here. Not with that shit you on.
Yo, I seen the clip though one time where dude came home and the baby was like, "My daddy was here," and he was like, "What?" And you know, the mama was like, "Shut up, boy! Stop playing, laughing."
Yeah.
My daddy was here. Kept telling my daddy. He was like, "What are you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing." My daddy was here.
He was telling the truth, huh?
He was telling the truth like a motherfucker.
Hey, speaking of dads, did we clear these segues? Is crazy. Did we clear up the McDonald's thing? What do you remember about McDonald's? The kid leave the dad leaving the kids in McDonald's. Do you remember that? To go to a job interview?
Oh,
Yeah, remember he left his kids to go to a job interview and somebody called the cops? The baby mama did allegedly.
the
Did you
baby
hear-
mom did that?
Yeah, did you hear about that?
No, from you.
Okay. What did I last leave on? Because I got new information about
That.
this.
That's all I know.
Bet.
The baby mom. I
So
forgot the baby
let me
mom.
update y'all because I like to be transparent and clear on what we talk about here. Now, I know whenever we did that video, we was working with the information we had. Well, I have more information. That man didn't go to no job interview. Well, he went to a job interview. He didn't go to a job interview when he left the kids at McDonald's. He went somewhere else to get a bag, some type of bag. And he had to move the bag from one location to the next. What was in that bag, we don't know yet. They're not releasing what was in the bag or whatever the contents of the bag were. He had a job interview earlier in the day, which he went to, he attended. Then later in the day, he told his oldest daughter, that's the one the police talked to, and was like, hey, stay here. I got to go do some stuff. Stay right here. They was there for about 3 hours before somebody called, right? Somebody got a hold, and I'm assuming the oldest knew the mom's number or got a
He
hold.
make us look bad, man.
So, mind you, Antonio Brown, y'all know who, I hope y'all know. But Antonio Brown raised a GoFundMe for this man.
For the man?
For the dude. When the story first came out, we thought he was a man going to a job interview.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown came up before
I remember
waiting.
saying Pursuit of Happiness.
Coming up, came up with a GoFundMe. I think he got to, it's either some number with an 8. It was 18 or 80. I don't want to misquote it, but it was a significant amount of money or whatever. My question,
They won't release the money.
that was my question. Do you, now that more information is out, one, would you want your money back? And two, like, the issue I think it causes more of, fuck whatever he was doing. Antonio Brown and people like that, even though Antonio Brown's not a model citizen, but Antonio Brown and people like that are going to be less willing to help people in situations because you out here moving bags. I don't know what you was doing. But, and your kids are left at a McDonald's.
Bro, like I said, he ain't making this look good at all. I don't have no type of rap for him. That's fucked up. And yeah, get that money back. Don't give him no money.
Facts.
You don't deserve no money.
And they said they checked with the employer who he was trying to hire.
He got charges, right?
Yeah, he had charges from jump. People were saying he should be released though. Now he got a whole nother issue.
He should be released on bond. That's it. Unfortunately, he a dummy. I don't feel sorry for him.
You judge, jury, and executioner. Back to that journalist. How long you think she should get? The girl who hit the journalist.
Oh man, that ain't nothing but assault, bro. She shouldn't get no time for that. Why y'all be wanting to lock people up for fights?
Okay.
You think you should go to jail for a fight?
Yeah. I think you should go to. Hold on.
Bro, this man won't put everybody in jail, bro.
I think you should go to jail.
Hey, can I ask you something?
That's.
Are you a 911 caller?
What do you mean by that?
Do you call 911?
Yeah, I would call 911.
Now,
for
do you?
no,
Like
I've
when stuff goes
never
down,
called 911 a day in my life.
Okay. So then
But
why
I
would you-
would call 911 for certain things, yeah.
Like
I
what?
almost called 911 for that car accident with the baby, the stroller.
That's of course okay. No,
But-
that's understandable.
That's the closest I've ever been to calling
I
911.
was talking about
A fight? Absolutely not. Only way I call 911 for a fight, I'm the only one there, and one of them is on the ground having a seizure and coughing up blood. I'm calling 911.
on yourself.
He needs help. On me? No, the man having a seizure. The fuck I need 911
Oh, I'm
for?
thinking you did that.
Oh, no. I'm saying I was the only one there to witness it. And Buddy then ran off.
I'm high. Well, how did this conversation start?
The lady, I said, how long should she?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I didn't.
And you was like, yo, I was gonna lock
Everybody
people
else-
up.
But yeah, okay, because I just this how it's a fight. Like I'm not saying you shouldn't be reprimanded or get in
No.
trouble, but to say you should be in jail,
I think it's a
I would say it
difference.
depends on the situation of the fight.
That
Like
same.
You know
Okay,
what I'm
same.
saying? But
That's
I
what I
don't
was
think
about
you
to say.
should be
Same.
like just locked up.
If you swing on somebody, she swung on that lady on camera. Like, come on,
But
now.
I will say this though.
You're going to jail.
You
Now-
know those people who like to poke the bear, as we say?
Yeah.
You know, they get to talk all the shit or whatever. They talking shit. And like what happened? And they hit them. I don't like that they act like they're such a victim.
I don't either.
You feel me?
don't.
So
It bothers me.
when they do call the police or when they do go that
And that's
route,
exactly what
that's
she
what
did.
bothers me.
She was
You know
riding
what I'm
the-
saying?
did you
That's
see
why
her?
I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah.
Riding the police car?
No. But I definitely heard her all of them
crying.
talking about call the police.
Yeah.
And I just don't, I don't like running that victim.
Mentality.
You're a victim, but I don't like taking it to the hill if it's not necessary.
Don't go poke a bear and then bad because you get mauled. No.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying.
The bear was minding his
That's
business.
a good way to put it because it's just like when you have pets, and say like when you go to the pet store if you're walking or a dog, especially in the pet stores,
Or you ain't
But-
lying.
people just come up to your dog and just want to start petting your dog. You feel what I'm saying? They just feel like they can touch your dog. Now, when my dog bites you or does any jump on you to scratch you, whatever the fuck, now you want to call goddamn animal control.
And you
And
should've
you act like
minded
my dog was out of control or I don't know how to control my dog. I can't stand that.
Should have minded your business.
And I feel like that's like one of the same.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. You should have minded your business. What did we say earlier, y'all? We said mind your business and drink water, right?
That's what this show all about right here. Mind
Yeah.
your motherfucking business.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it, but we're going to drink water after it.
So speaking of mind your business then, if you knew, right, your homies, say you have a homie and you knew their daughter was out of line.
Okay. Wildin'?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will you do you think you would tell? Like feel compelled to tell her they dad?
Am I cool with the dad? You said I had a homie like,
He's
yeah, I'm telling. I'm snitching. I'm snitching fast.
All right, now let me ask you this, okay? Because I probably made that too easy. Say it's some info that you came across, you wasn't expecting to, but you just came across some info, and when you did, by the time you came across the info, it had already been like some time passed, but it's just info you heard.
Oh, no.
Or that you know, like they was, you know what I'm saying?
Still doing it.
You still tell?
Yeah, because I don't want it to be known that I don't care when I got the info, that I know this info.
Boy,
And I'm
Boy,
hard.
you're an instigator, boy.
I'm telling, I'm snitching. If that's my homie, I'm telling. I'm not gonna be the one holding that secret. Then you find out I got it.
The news is so old, like it was high school news. Now they're in college.
Oh,
Does that matter?
It depends on what it is at
It's
that
the
point.
news that you don't want to hear.
That she doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling. I'm snitching. Don't let me find out.
All right, now my question
I'm
is
a op.
why? Yeah, I know. Why?
Because that's my homie, and he should know.
What do you expect for him to do?
I have no idea. That's up to him.
Damn, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I have no clue.
okay,
I'm just
so
gonna
now what if
provide
you
you
find
with
out
the
he
information.
snaps?
Huh?
What if you find out he snaps?
That
'Cause
man
he's gonna
crazy.
snap. He's gonna snap on this info you got.
That man is insane.
And
He
you
should
still
get
gonna
help.
tell him?
Absolutely.
I don't see why you think that's right.
I don't see how I don't. Like, why would I think that's wrong?
Mind your business.
I agree. This is my business. You want to know why it's my business? Because if he finds out that I knew, or if my friend found out something I would
get
want
that
him
part
to
of it,
tell
right, 'cause
me.
that was a thought too. I was
Yeah.
gonna throw that in there, but we grown men, man.
We are.
That's like high school thing.
That's too close for me, though.
That's a little bit. Of
But
high
that's
school
his
thing.
child. It's not like a friend or his girl. That's his child.
I get that, but when you got the news, it's too late.
It ain't never too late.
No, it is because
Okay.
Because now, what's your purpose in telling?
So
Now-
he would
now-
know.
Now check this out. Okay, now think about this. You do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever reason, you don't know what happens after that.
Okay.
He distances himself from you.
Okay. He's foul as hell. But that's
Is
on
it
him.
really, though?
Yeah.
You think he's foul now?
Yeah. For me, providing you with information about your family,
Because that information you gave me,
and how the fuck did I find out? But anyway, go ahead. That's another question.
I mean, just
No, it don't
It
matter.
was
Go
random. You didn't intend to.
Oh, okay,
It
okay.
was random.
Right,
You
right,
see what
right.
I'm saying? And that's why I asked the question, because it was random. It wasn't intended for you to know.
To at all.
Or to
Okay.
even find out. It was just a random situation you found out. And
To me, I think
you know it to be a fact, but it's just random info. My thing is, I would be more so worried about hurting my friend, right?
I would be too.
I would low key feel compelled to tell, but now I think about, do I want to tell because of the time? Like, what am I doing by telling?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I, am I helping the situation? Does it matter? Because it really is too late for him to do anything about it.
I agree. But
You know what I'm saying?
all I'm thinking is
And
I would want to
and
know.
then think about it. Would you really want someone to come to you and they telling you about their daughter?
Hell no.
But you feel me on that though?
I do agree.
So me on this end, right? So you coming to tell me that, and you know, like that's gonna fuck a man up. However, right?
Facts.
Like, but then they start. So now I got to start thinking like it's almost like, well, why'd you tell me that? Like, why'd you want to tell me that?
Because this is your damn daughter, not mine.
But you're missing the point of like it being old news. Like I can't do nothing about it now. Like when you finding out about it, you see what I'm saying?
I do.
And so you coming to tell me is almost like
It depends on
you
him.
like telling me this or
No, it
But
depends on
but no,
him,
I'm saying
too.
you got.
I get what you're saying.
His mind because there's nothing. He's conflicted.
I
all
can't
kinds of
control that though. Like I can only
by not telling him. You can't control it.
No, what I'm saying is, for one, what you're speaking
So the
on.
only reason why you would tell him is because you think you would have to. Because if he was to find out, you knew.
No, two parts. That's one.
All right.
Second part is, if it was me, I would want to know. So I'm going to treat you
Do you
really
want
want
to
to
know
be
that about
treated.
your daughter?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want the full story.
So for me, I think it will come down to how the person is.
That's what I was saying. I have one homie who I would tell. I have another homie who I have to weigh the consequences. Because there will be consequences.
And then you got to think like, you know how you can't even tell some dudes about their girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
He might
like
not
them
believe
cut
it,
you
yeah.
off.
Yeah,
Like
he
they
might
cut
not
you off. No, they might even believe it, but they still cut you off because it might be embarrassment
Crazy.
or whatever. Hey, bro, I mean, you know, dudes get weird with girls, man.
They do. They
Don't
do.
act like it ain't possible or it don't happen.
That's crazy.
So that's what I was thinking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's even worse when it's your daughter, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It's a very sensitive subject. I think it's more sensitive than your girl for some people. I don't know. I guess it is.
So with me, in that scenario, I'm minding my business.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to protect your peace.
Yeah, because I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, I don't
Nobody else's.
I wish I didn't even know that information. Type shit. Like, I put that shit out my head. I don't know that shit.
You can't unlearn something, especially something monumental. You can't unlearn. You can forget it, but not unlearn it.
Right. But yeah, you an ill one though, man. You an instigator.
I ain't instigating. I want everybody to have the pieces of the puzzle and they can make an educated decision on how to put it back together.
Instigator, man. You telling information that only got to be told. That shit could have.
See, but I'm not the one.
You don't mind your business.
No,
That
I'm
ain't
not.
none of business.
You don't mind your business. I'm not the one to determine what piece of information should and should not be told.
Yeah, you are.
No, that's
they-
not. I
you're
know.
bugging.
No.
You bugging.
Yeah, that's not my job. That's not my
Bugging.
job. That's the part of minding your business that I'm sticking with. That's not my job.
Can we switch?
Hey, we at 55 minutes. You got a quarter today. I like this little
I
thing.
got a quote of the day. What I was trying to tell you.
What? Mind your business. Drink water as well.
It's peaceful when you mind your business. Word up. Don't be an instigator. That's for damn sure.
I feel you on that. Hey, make sure
in the mix.
y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the Cutting Up Podcast on YouTube. You can follow us on IG. You got any business shout outs you want to put on here?
Yeah, Powerhouse and Be Supreme.
Powerhouse what?
Boxing.
Oh.
Damn, you right. Powerhouse Boxing.
Yeah.
Be Supreme Barbershop.
Yeah, where's those located?
Come on, man.
I just want to know where they at, man. If I wanted to go.
Virginia Beach, man.
Virginia Beach. Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up.
That's how
I'm
we
Will. That's B over there. And this has been the Coming Up Podcast, man. We appreciate y'all coming out, man. Thank you.
Thank you. That motherfucker, like we had a live audience.
I told you not to give me.